Will your divorce destroy everything you built, including your business, or is there a way to protect what you've worked so hard for? When Ryan walked into my office, he looked like a man carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. For 15 years, he had poured his heart and soul into building his marketing agency from the ground up. He'd survived the ups and downs of entrepreneurship and COVID and everything else, and the business was finally thriving. But now he was facing a divorce, and his biggest fear was losing everything he had worked so hard to create. Ryan's wife had been supportive during the early days of his business, but less and less as time went on, and now all these years later, she had no involvement at all in the business. But since the business was started during the marriage, it was considered marital property, and it was subject to equitable, meaning fair, division in their divorce. So part of that analysis involves determining who was responsible for the business's success, and that became a thorny subject. Ryan's wife claimed that she contributed to the business's success even though she was no longer directly involved in his daily operations. Ryan had no idea how much of the business she could take in the divorce, and he was terrified. This is a scenario I actually see all the time. If you're a business owner, your company can be one of the most valuable assets in your marital estate. In fact, most of the time it's the most valuable asset, even more so than a home or retirement accounts. And unless you've taken steps to protect it, like a prenuptial or postnuptial agreement, your spouse may have a legitimate claim to a portion of it. Now, that doesn't mean that you'll lose your business, but it does mean that the division of its value can be a critical part of the divorce process. Here's how it typically works. First, your business will need to be valued. This involves a professional assessment of its assets, revenue, liabilities, and growth potential. A business valuation isn't just about what's in the bank or the physical equipment. It looks at the full picture of what your company is worth now and in the future. For example, if your business has a strong client base or intellectual property, those will significantly influence the valuation. So it's critical to work with an experienced valuation expert to ensure that the process is fair and that you get an accurate estimate. Once a value is assigned to your business, it then becomes part of the marital property to be divided. But dividing a business doesn't necessarily mean selling it or handing over partial ownership to your spouse. Most divorces aim to keep the business intact, so it goes with one spouse or the other. Now, in Ryan's case, the goal was to negotiate a settlement that allowed him to keep his agency while compensating his wife fairly. We looked at all the assets in the marital estate to find a solution. Ryan and his wife owned the vacation property. They had significant retirement assets and some savings. So by reallocating these assets and negotiating a reasonable payment plan, we were able to ensure that Ryan's wife received her share of the overall marital estate without jeopardizing the financial stability of the agency and Ryan's ability to keep it. So Ryan kept full control and ownership of the business, and his wife walked away with a fair settlement. It's also worth noting that Ryan made some changes to his business structure post-divorce. He began separating his personal and his business finances more clearly, and he documented major financial decisions. So these steps not only give him peace of mind, but they'll also protect him better if any legal issues arise in the future. So for business owners facing a divorce, preparation is everything. Start by hiring a really sharp, savvy family law attorney who's done many of these divorces with businesses. They'll be the quarterback for your team, and they'll get you going on gathering financial documents, understanding your company's value, and separating emotion from facts. The sooner you have an attorney and a plan, the easier it is to protect what you've worked so hard to build. So back to Ryan. His story ended up having a happy ending. He kept his business and was able to move forward with his life, confident that his hard work wouldn't go to waste. And the key to this successful outcome was having the right legal guidance from the start. If you're worried about what a divorce could mean for your business, don't wait to get the answers. We deal with these issues all the time, and we're happy to talk with you. Reach out because your future and your hard work are worth protecting.
Thank you very much.
Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click subscribe, like, follow, and turn on the alerts so that you'll get notified when we post our newest videos. Please share these videos and leave us comments and ask us questions. Also, join our Facebook group at Georgia Divorce and Custody, and I'll see you again on the next video.